I'm gonna miss you.
Your hands are really cold.
I know.
Massy's a Sour Patch Kid. Sometimes she's sweet, sometimes she's sour.
I really wanted to put this video together for everyone that is a part of our community and those who are just wanting to be part of what we're doing right now. Over the past 7 weeks, I've been working with Tasha and putting her through the philosophy of training, the philosophy of nutrition, and even the philosophy of, I would say, like life coaching, so that we're able to change her lifestyle. You guys know that I already can do this. I wanted you guys to hear it from someone who's actually going through the process, continuing through this process, and I just wanted to hear from you.
One day I woke up and I felt like super dizzy. I went to the doctor and they're like, you could possibly have high blood pressure. And I'm like, what? That's like for fat people. It's ironic as it is that I'm chubby, I get it. When you think of like overweight or like having a heart attack or heart disease and all that, you think, well, I do anyway, 50s, 60s, not active at all, whatever the case is. So that was like a big wake-up call for me, and I was just like, well, I gotta get my life together, I gotta get my act together. I still went out that day and got a double cheeseburger, so that wasn't enough. I followed you for years and I saw that this popped up, this process, and I was just like, you know what, I don't think she's gonna pick me, but I'm gonna send a little video anyway. And as I was doing the video, I never really looked at myself in the mirror like the past year, because I gained that extra like 30, 40 pounds that I wasn't used to. But when I sent that video to you and I re-looked at it, I was just like, what the fuck? That mixed with me thinking I had high blood pressure, I was like, regardless of whatever you do, I was just like, I was gonna start anyway, maybe towards the new year. Because we all do that, and it's an unfortunate thing that we wait till January 1st every freaking year, or right before the summertime hits to have a summer body.
Yeah, so we started at 268 pounds. It's like graduating from college, right? Only a few graduate because they either don't trust the process, don't have the support necessary, even though we're literally giving the tools. If you actually follow this program, whatever nutrition program you have, taking it day by day as you have taken it, you see the results. How was that first week?
The first thing I went through is I was happy I was chosen, whatever the case is, but I realized that I have to actually be serious now, and I made a commitment to something. And you have that excitement, you know, that first week or two, you do have that excitement, but with that same excitement comes that internal dread of, wow, I actually have to do the work. The calories and stuff the first week wasn't the deal breaker for me. It was more so just trying to understand everything that I never even paid attention to. I thought bodybuilders did protein. That's the only time I understood protein, was just like if you want to build muscles. I didn't equate it to that's what your body attacks first when when you are losing weight or digesting food.
You keep mentioning calories.
Yeah.
I want you to get you out of that word calories. Macros make up calories.
I know, I promise you, when you have a Weight Watchers person and mom for years, in that community, it's very hard, especially from a woman's perspective, to stop saying calories.
I still use calories, but it's that idea that people are going on these calorie deficits. I have made so many educational videos on this matter. Week 1, your goal, don't even think about anything stressful. Your goal is not to try to meal prep and like get everything perfect and you're panicking and all of this. No, take a break. Relax. It's a process, because when everything comes all at once, you're gonna feel overwhelmed. And this is where people just throw the towel. Grasp the program, open up the program, see what kind of movements you're gonna be doing, see what kind of foods you're gonna be doing. And even if you don't wanna start following the meal plan the way that it is, you are making better choices. Week 1, I said, Tasha, all I want you to do is not have anything fried, not have anything processed and like highly processed, and not have any alcohol.
Yeah.
Everything else, you can have.
You didn't pressure me, you said all that, but I still did my own thing.
Exactly.
I do love this about you and what you say. It's a marathon, it's not a race, because no matter how good I look right now, I'm still 35% of where I want to be. Like my goal weight, I still have like another 60 pounds to lose.
Your goal size.
What's the difference?
It's a big difference.
Oh,
and be
okay, yeah,
100,
wait. For okay, girl, I got you.
What happens when someone is operating from a place of, I need to be a certain size? Immediately, what is going to happen is you're going to start to do less, eat less.
So I just got weighed in. I don't even know if they'll show this or whatever, but this is the first week and a half out of the 7 weeks we've been together, however long it's been, that I actually cared about my calories or was paying attention to it, because I got hurt, so I didn't really work out this week. And this was the first week I was disappointed in my number because I was not
still made amazing progress.
I know, but I'm just saying that as much as you pump that in my head, like, make sure you get enough food and I wasn't starving myself, but at the same time, I wasn't hitting my protein goals. Just being afraid of the number,
or your carb goals or your fat goals.
Yeah, I know.
Because I can personally hit my protein requirements and not hit anything else, and I'm not eating enough to sustain my weight. What we're trying to do here is not trying to confuse anybody. Numbers and weight loss, let's just stay like consistent with what we're trying to say. People online will go through the same process that you did. The only difference is they don't have me right here and here. Mm-hmm. And then what ends up happening is they don't watch the videos. They don't want the education. They much rather, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do my own thing and think that this is gonna work, when we're actually giving them the tools to fly on their own. We're talking about lives, we're talking about people. You think that number being at 20 for visceral fat? I told you, you need to take a blood test to really know what's going on.
I am gonna take a blood test when I get back.
But most people don't know. And we have people right now that are watching this video on the verge of having a heart attack, being healthy, having body dysmorphia, yo-yoing through diets, losing their hair, losing their health because they're actually doing the opposite of what they should be doing. Life is not a race but a marathon. And here we are trying to create a system that allows people to change their lifestyle so that they're not having anxiety, having depression, or when these feelings come, they know, hey, this is just an illusion. Let me just do the work that I do. When I'm not out in the sun, moving my body, eating the right foods, thinking the right things in my head, I actually revert back, and I am not a perfect person.
You kind of have to make that decision to want to change. You know, throughout the years, I always just said, you know, I never had an hourglass shape, you know what I mean? But I was always an athlete. I'm never gonna be an ideal body type, so let me focus on other avenues and spaces in my life.
And what is ideal?
Ideal is what you see on the runway on TV, you know,
exactly.
Which may be unrealistic, but
of people, period.
What girls see on TV is the smaller waist, the big bottoms, the big tops, always usually like an hourglass figure. So once that went out the window, I'm like, okay, I don't need to worry about it. So I'll just focus on the other parts of my body until it came to, I had to pay attention to it, right? What a lot of us deal with weight loss or just dealing with weight our whole life is it doesn't go anywhere. It's not gonna go anywhere. And we have to make a commitment. And the only person that can make us fail is I'm gonna cry, is ourselves.
That's fine. I know. She's gonna make me cry. Like, one of the reasons why I picked Tasha, when you really listen to the words someone is actually saying, I was like, she's ready.
Yeah.
She's ready, and I know it, because most people think that they're ready, and they're not. We are very alike in the way that we do things, and we just found out that we're basically the same person.
We are. But you know, like I said, it's just about, I know for me, and the reason why I get emotional is because I think a lot of us that are overweight or out of shape or whatever the case is, we know we're better than this.
Exactly.
And it's infuriating that we let ourselves get out of shape, or we get ourselves to have diabetes or have high blood pressure, knowing we know what we're capable of doing, and we let ourselves get to this point. It saddens me thinking about it, but there's sunshine on the other side of this.
Imagine so many years of inactivity. I didn't feel strong. I felt weak. I had so many health issues exacerbated by the lack of movement, the lack of good choices. Everybody knows that I have exercise-induced asthma. Guess what? It actually gets better when you exercise. This is why we respect transformations, because undoing absolutely everything that has gotten you to where you need to be is hard. Rushing things ruin things. You cannot tell someone 30 years of inactivity and poor choices and bad patterns that they need to change absolutely everything and just start from zero and just be perfect. No. For example, we had a knee issue, so we need to go slow. Tasha now knows that we move in stages, that not every day we hit it hard. If you're walking 30 minutes a day as a beginner, you will make progress. I'm never gonna give you something that you cannot do. Another set or one more rep. That is progress. When you come into this community, this is more than just giving you a six-pack. I'm about to cry. This is about changing your life. I am not gonna be the person that tells you that this is gonna be easy. I can tell you that there's an easier approach, how we're doing it, but I can tell you that this is going to require you to have support. And the fact that you have been a support system to me. This is what community is all about. I wake up every single day and I have to be everyone's cheerleader. It's a lot of pressure when I'm not feeling my best, when I actually lose myself in the process trying to help everybody. I much rather give you my heart, even if I need my own. That's the type of person that I am.
I hate to sound like a broken record, but when you start eating a little bit better, even if you're not changing the world, but start moving, because I wasn't moving, life just gets a little bit easier.
And you start seeing life different.
Oh my God. I mean, just being able to get out the bed and my back's not killing me. The last month and a half has been, I mean, just putting 2 good hard weeks in, I was able to physically see a little bit of a change, which is nice.
A little bit?
I'm trying not to be. As you said, I have all the confidence. So how do we keep people motivated?
You have to trust yourself. You have to trust the process. You have to chase the feeling, not the diet. Say you have never moved a day in your life. What's wrong with starting with walking? Who told you that walking was wrong? It is right for your level of fitness. Who told you that now you have to squat a bunch of weight?
We're like all or nothing. We're an all or nothing society. It's just like you're either automatically skinny or you're fat. You're fat. You know what I'm talking about? Or you're out of shape. It's like we want all of that. And now that you gave me the opportunity to take it as a process, and I can actually appreciate the benefits outside of physicality of society. When I'm by myself alone at night, holding myself, I'm just like, what do I feel? I feel good. But to your point, a lot of us, especially after college, you don't even know what it feels like to feel good anymore. I finally see, it was like, oh, that wasn't supposed to be hurting that whole time. I just thought it was. It's like, no, that was hurting because it wasn't stretched or whatever the case is. Like, I just turned 40, but in my 30s, you know, we just say, okay, the older you get, the more things are gonna hurt. Everything gets worse as you get older, but why do we have that dialogue? Why can't we rewrite that? I had to tell my dad, like, no, my dude, it's not because I'm getting older. Yes, I'm getting older, but I'm also getting wiser and I'm moving my body better than I was in my 20s. I just want to be alive to see my amazing life and feel good when I'm vacationing or anywhere else. And I think like, oh man, this might be the one where I'm like one of the young people with a heart attack. I don't want to be in Saint Tropez or even at the pier having, you know, looking out, and that's my last thing I see because I never wanted to get it together, or people told me, well, you're not that big, but I know I wasn't moving. You know what I mean?
We're a very complacent society, and most of us are obese, even kids. It's not the sexiest to hear, do it for your health. Chase the feeling. Once we get your body strong and mobile, watch all the sexy things that we're gonna be doing. The dancing, the lifting, the jumping, stopped doing all the incredible things, the jumping high, all the hardcore movements, and all the incredible things, because that's not helping anybody. It helps my ego. But most of the people that I interact with on a daily basis, they're like, I can't even do that. They're scared of even doing my programming because they feel like the way that I am portraying myself is the way that I am going to train them. And that's not true.
Yeah, I was scared too until I wasn't. I mean, I still don't. I'm still always a little scared.
Yeah, but you see how you feel
realistic.
right after.
Yeah.
There's comments that I see on a regular basis like, oh, you're no longer beast mode. I can pull the beast mode any single time. You know where I'm pulling my beast mode right now? That I'm actually changing lives. That I'm stopping people from being diabetics, alcoholism, drug use. That's my beast mode. I am so sorry for saying this. It makes no sense for me to post in a bikini. or do a workout in a bikini. I know that it's going to get a lot of eyes and a lot of comments because, oh my God, your body is goals, but it doesn't help me. And I don't like it. I don't like to present myself in that way. I'm not saying that it's wrong or it's right. All I'm saying is if you're seeking the truth and you're trying to change your life, it's not gonna be with me doing these things to get the views. It's going to be me telling you the truth and doing videos like these. Like Tasha is going to be 40 pounds lighter in 2 months. Imagine in a year.
I'm gonna wear the bikini. I mean, she's past that. She's past that, but I'm gonna work out in my bikini. You okay?
I'm not past that, honey.
You know what's ironic about that? So I'm like a girly girl, but I did catch myself in the mirror this morning pretending I had a bikini on, and I was like, oh, and I was like, ew, Tasha, get out the mirror. You lose a couple pounds, and now you all in the mirror feeling yourself. When you are proud of yourself, about to cry again. When you get to the point in your life where you do something that's difficult for you and you follow through on it day by day by day and you become proud of yourself, that's it right there. That's the highest high you can get, the deepest drug. You have control. And this is the one area that I can have control on. What I put in my mouth, how I move my body. You know, it's a million things we can't control in life. But I can control me.
How many people don't even accomplish, outside of the gym we're talking about, their life goals because they're too tired to try. You don't love yourself enough to try. You don't even think that you deserve it because you're in your own fog.
And then just don't quit on yourself, because at the end of the day, yes, I've gotten hurt throughout the process. We've taken a few days off. Get back to it. The same way you can get back to alcohol or a cheeseburger, as easy as that is, you can do the same thing with working out. Coming from a chubby person, the reason why we stop working out, whatever, is because we have a fat meal maybe a day or two, we skip the gym, or just like, you know what, this is just all I'm gonna be. And I tried, at least I got some weight off of me, but nah, bruh, keep on going. Go back to square one. Your body's gonna thank you for it. And your body constantly forgives you. I look at my body sometimes, I don't know how I'm not hungry, like a hippo. I mean, I should be like this big. Your body hooks you up so much that all you have to do is work out for a good 3 or 4 months hard in a row, and you will see a dramatic change after overeating and drinking yourself, binge drinking for 10 years. And you have a nerve to want to race through that, where it's like, I get that too. I'm like I'm mad today about my little poundage loss. Well, I'm like, Tasha, you weren't saying the same thing when you downed a Big Mac for dinner, then smoke a joint, and then down a double cheeseburger 3 hours later. You gotta kind of have the same energy when you're going through the process of losing weight or feeling better and getting better, that look, you're gonna be okay. Life is gonna be okay. Just don't ultimately quit on yourself. And that's really the message.
I remember when we hurt the knee, we were doing a side lunge that we were filming, there were too many people behind. One little wrong move that we were not paying attention, we were not firing the right muscles, boom. There's a reason for the ISO holds. There's a reason for the programming that you have right now. There's a reason why, as a beginner, if I'm telling you, do it body weight. Go through the process little by little in getting to know your body as opposed to rushing the process. So if you're looking at your meal plan and it says, Massy actually, pairs these foods together, follow it as close as you can. Someone who's smaller, who's trying to get, who was an ectomorph like me, very small, you have to go through the same process that Tasha is actually going through. Because eating a bunch of pizza, a bunch of processed food, you're at risk of people being skinny fat. That's actually a thing. And not just skinny fat in the way that you look. You're skinny, but you have visceral fat in your organs.
Yeah, we all have to know people that in our family that are very skinny, but they take high blood pressure pills, not even physically, but they have diabetes. It's not just a fat disease anymore.
You remember when Tasha first started, she goes, I'm gonna say it, I'm sorry. Can I say it? She goes, oh my God.
What are you talking to me?
You're stalkers, Massy. It wasn't stalkers.
Oh.
Actually, I'm a put
no,
you on
I didn't say that.
Yes,
I didn't say that.
Anyway, it was actually the community.
But what did I say after that? A few weeks later, what did I say after that? It wasn't stalkers. I was like, it's because you're not used to that.
Because you never know.
I didn't know what it was. I DM'd all you guys back. I love you for life. None of the messages went unnoticed. I didn't comment to a lot of things, but I've read all of them. It's been very, very helpful to keep me motivated. And I really hope I've motivated some people to continue this journey with me, because we're just getting started. I mean, we're documenting the first 8 weeks as far as like a week to week thing, but we're not going to slow down until she sees me in the bikini. So you have more than enough time to get on board.
I'm telling you, we have people that didn't have anyone around them. We put them together with the community. So you have a workout buddy, a friend, a confidant. We're a community, and this is why we're powerful. Because I can honestly say that this person here is going to be, I think, for the rest of my life in my life.
You think? Say it. Say it.
Thunder.
Say it. I'm gonna be in her life forever.
Just like Kalinda, and just like AJ, and just like Cornelia, just like Jess, just like DJ, just like Stephanie, Erica, Arlene. Oh my God, I can continue on and on. We have community, and this is why we never fail. We never lose. We either win or we learn.
I like that.